Wendell Oliver Pruitt, Black Aviator, born 1920, died 1945. St. Louis, Missouri native Wendell Oliver Pruitt, a pioneering pilot of the 15th Air Force, was born to Elijah and Melanie Pruitt on June 20th, 1920. Pruitt graduated from Sumner High School, briefly attended Stowe Teachers College, now Harris-Stowe State University, and later transferred to the historically black Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. At the time, Lincoln University was one of the 3 Negro colleges that conducted civil pilot training, and is the institution that laid the foundation for Pruitt's short-lived career. While a student at Lincoln, Pruitt obtained his private pilot license from Jefferson City Airport. He graduated from Lincoln in 1941 and was accepted into the U.S. Army Air Corps Flying School at Tuskegee, Alabama. Upon completion of pre-flight training and gunnery school, as well as primary, basic, and advanced flying, Pruitt was commissioned second lieutenant in December of 1942. He was assigned to the 302nd Fighter Squadron, which was designated as the 332nd Fighter Group. The 332nd was transferred to the Mediterranean Theater in late 1943, where Pruitt flew the P-47 Thunderbolt. In June of 1944, Pruitt and his occasional wingman, First Lieutenant Gwyn Walker Pearson, landed direct hits on an enemy destroyer that sank at Trieste Harbor in northern Italy. He received the Distinguished Flying Cross for this action. Thereafter, the 332nd flew the P-51 Mustang as their primary fighter aircraft. Pruitt teamed with Lee Archer to form the famed Gruesome Twosome, the most successful pair of Tuskegee pilots in terms of air victories in the 332nd Fighter Group. During his brief years as a Tuskegee Airman, Pruitt flew 70 combat missions overseas. He is credited with permanently disabling a German destroyer, shooting down 3 enemy planes in the air, and destroying several others on the ground. His air victories earned him the rank of captain, as well as several awards and honors, including the Distinguished Flying Cross and the Air Medal with 6 oak leaf clusters. Because of his exploits, his hometown of St. Louis proclaimed December 12, 1944, as Captain Wendell O. Pruitt Day. Before the war ended, Pruitt returned to the States to help train young pilots at Tuskegee. On the 20th of April 1945, 10 days before Adolf Hitler shot himself, leading to the end of the war in Europe, a student pilot was practicing maneuvers with Pruitt aboard. The plane crashed near the Tuskegee field, killing both men. Investigators believe the cadet froze at a point where it was too late for Pruitt to resume control of the plane. Pruitt was not supposed to be at Tuskegee that day. He would have been on his way to Europe had President Roosevelt not died 8 days before, on April 12, 1945. The accident occurred just 5 months after celebrating his Day of Honor in his own hometown. Though Pruitt is not well remembered today, his legacy continued for decades after his death. In 1952, the city of St. Louis named the federally subsidized high-rise Pruitt Ego Housing Project after him. Pruitt Ego was originally segregated, with the Wendell O. Pruitt Apartments reserved for African-American residents and the William L. Ego Apartments reserved for white residents. Endless problems, including crime, drugs, and rodent infestations, led to the demolition of the Pruitt Ego complex beginning in 1972. In 1984, the Pruitt Military Academy was established in St. Louis. American veteran posts in Michigan and Missouri honor Pruitt's name today. Wendell Oliver Pruitt is buried or memorialized at St. Peter Cemetery in Normandy, Missouri. Citations are in the description.